All right, we are back for some gaming. Let's see how we do. Play some seasons and score some touchdowns, or maybe not. Connection error. So we'll see. We'll see if we can play. That was the plan. Everybody's having a good day. I'm gonna start the timer. I think in a minute. We'll find out. I don't know what that is. Purple Ring of Saturn. Welcome into TikTok chat. Good to have you there. All right, again, let's try play some head to head. Sean and SJS. Welcome in, guys. We are in our seasons and we're 1-1 in Legend division. Punching above my weight up in Legends. Start up our timer right now. Here we go. Elijah Butler, welcome in, Elijah. No way, it's Gavin. What's up, dude? How you been? Swiss cheese, welcome to the stream. There's my top three. See what my opponent's got. Not my job. It's our opponent. Road to D1, Bryce, welcome in, guys. All right, be sure to follow, share, and like. Timer go up. Your best sports hot takes here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Question of the day. Is In-N-Out overrated or is In-N-Out goated, in your opinion? Or is it elite? Oh, the game's too loud. All right, game's quiet now. We have been doing live sports over the weekend. I'm sorry, guys. Had the old loud game sounds for us. I got the lights on the wrong setting back here. There we go. That's better. It's like it's my first day streaming, guys. Who knows? It may be my first day. This guy's got Milroe and Marshawn in the backfield. And then we'll get to Milroe. Force an incomplete. Gavin, you ready for some Braves baseball or not ready yet? I'm ready for the show. I hope it's going to be a good year for the show. I doubt it, but play it anyways. What's up, Lennon? How you been, buddy? Love Pete Carroll, man. Pete's my guy. Pete's my goat. Definitely getting some love for Coach Mack, though. Coach, he earned his ring and earned my respect. But yeah, I still miss Pete in a lot of ways, too. Pete's my type of guy. I haven't seen anything official about the Bears moving. I know Indiana passed legislation to try to get the Bears, so I guess we'll see what happens. How's he on Madden? The coach is just aesthetic. I don't think the coach changes anything. Maybe in like franchise, it may affect what playbook you have, but you select your playbooks in Ultimate Team, which is the mode I play. So yeah, it doesn't matter if Pete Carroll's there or John Madden or whoever. They're just there for the looks. Oh, I tried to get back there, but Tucker too fast. Hey, Troy Ellis, thanks for following. Lights should have flashed, Troy. Hang on. Let me see what my lights are doing. I'm sorry, Troy. I think my lights need to restart. Let me get them working here. They just updated, so you know how that goes with software. Software takes the L sometimes when it updates. All right, lights are online, and they should flash for you here in a second. There they go. Now they're flashing lights. Troy, who's your favorite athlete of all time? And he gets a good throw in there. The Dolphin was crouched down. That wasn't right from the Dolphin mascot. We're going to punish him later. Turn him into tuna. Favorite athlete for Gavin is Jackie Robinson. King of the Greens. What's up, King? Mike, no way. Dude, how you been, Mike? Are you getting to watch any spring training ball? I haven't watched any of these yet. 35 months is crazy. Almost 3 years. That is crazy. Let's open a pack for you. Troy's favorite athlete of all time is Magic Johnson. What's up, Geraldo? King of the Greens. How are you guys? You know, if you're in TikTok, Please be sure to send those likes. If you're not tapping, you're napping on TikTok, I've been told. Only watch other teams, not your own, for Mike Plays games. Dude hits me with the scum kick. It's going to be one of those games. My lights behind me are going kind of nuts here. I want them to stay in that one animation. I don't know why they're not. Oh, there we go. I can cycle through. I was showing them off the other day to Chowderhead, and I think I put him in the wrong animation. That rope light looking thing that kind of snakes around the subboard there. Alec Manoa apparently had a good start yesterday. Well, that's encouraging. You were up and lost the game because of a scum kick. Yeah, scum kicking, I don't know, dude. It's crazy. Scum kicking's been in Madden for like 10 years now. Some version of it. You really think they would be able to find a way to program that stuff out? What's up, Solo? How you been, buddy? Let me get freaky, Solo. It's Solo and I's inside joke. But yeah, Solo, how was your weekend? Got its velocity back where it was when he was all-star level a few years ago, so that's encouraging. Yeah, that is encouraging for Manoa. He was the guy that seemed like he was going to be a really good starter there for a while. I don't know his age off the top of my head, but I can't imagine he's that old. How about Team USA winning the gold medal, guys? You hope Jason Tatum comes back as good as he was before. I'm kind of a Tatum hater, but I don't want him to be injured. His personality grinds my gears. Grayson Rodriguez gets his first start as an Angel today. I think the A's are pitching TJ Ginn or somebody against the Giants today. All right. Shaheed need a little bit of time to uncover, but he does. He's going to outrace Cam Chancellor. Dolphin dude threw a block, and we'll get a long touchdown. A lot of rack yards there. The Hughes brothers are the real deal, says King. Finished 11th inning XP path. You got those now or later packs in, right, Solo? Tatum's from Duke, so it's okay not to be a fan, says Gavin. Let's see, it's split club day, so Jack Hay gets the start against another team. Yeah, those split days are interesting. Definitely a good way to get more at-bats and more innings pitched and a deeper look at your roster, right, that way. I intended to stream over the weekend for the gaming streams. Of course, Saturdays don't usually work out with my kids being in basketball, but I should have been on yesterday for a bit. Lumia's stream keeps shutting off on its own here. This is weird. Not great. Lumia streams update here. Oh, I wonder if this thing shut off the lights somehow. So we'll try to bring Lumia stream back on. But yeah, my flashing lights for you guys are acting up. Happens sometimes off the updates. I really need to just refuse the updates. If you don't stay up on them, though, the issue is that eventually you get to where you're out of date and they don't connect up with the platforms anymore. Yeah, terrible about Rondell Moore. All right, so they went on and then they go right back off. Let me see if in the software there's something wrong with the default state. Turn lights on, dynamic, turn lights off, disconnect. All right, I refreshed. Now they're back on. Hopefully they stay on. And he's got Marshawn out in the flat. That's going to hurt. We try to make it hurt him more than it hurt me, but it hurt Marshawn. So question thing. I know some of you guys got to have an opinion on this. In and out. Is it overrated or nah? In and out's elite. I want to know where you guys stand. I personally think In and Out's very overrated. Hamburgers are pretty good there, but fries are not good. Service is kind of, I don't know, not my favorite. Overrated, says Mike. Never had it for Mercy. I know it used to be pretty exclusive to the West Coast. I thought it had started working its way back east, Mercy, but it may not be as prevalent as I think it is. Yeah, Lumia better lock in. We're going to have to get new lights. I don't want to do that. Too much work. Okay, so Scarface followed the lights flash and then it went off. What in the world is going on here? I'm sorry, Scarface. They should have kept flashing. Yeah, I'm messing with the software Scarface, but yeah, they should have flashed more than that. Yeah, they keep wanting to shut off whenever they flash. Chicago, never seen an in and out. What's up, Super Bowl champs? How are you, friend? And we got it with user for the pick, like that. I don't know. I'm gonna try shutting them off and back on. I wish I could revert the update. I feel like the update's screwing things up here. Let's see. Ever went in, always stayed out, says Solo Phil. Mike plays games, prefers Whataburger. I've never been in a Whataburger, personally. So, Seahawks Super Bowl champs 2026. How was your weekend? Yeah, Lumia stream's probably going to flood chat, guys. I'm sorry about that. All right, the barn show is back. He's into the end zone. Yeah, this is a freaking hot mess. Update's not available. I was going to see if I could update to a beta or something. I don't know what else to do. I'm messing with it. I'm trying to make it work. I need to try Cookout. Is Cookout a chain of restaurants now? I thought you had to be invited to the Cookout. I didn't know you could just show up. Let's see. You're going energy drink hunting at Costco, trying to get into them for Mike Plays Games. Don't go to Costco in Puerto Vallarta. Hopefully everybody's staying safe out that way. Yeah, Lumia Screen's taking a massive L here today. JM just followed and JM knocked the lights out. They flashed all right. Yeah, I got him back on. I'm trying to get everything reconnected, guys. Maybe that'll fix it. It said everything was disconnected as far as like the platforms. Maybe it'll play nice now. We'll see. But hey, Jay, sorry about the lights. They're supposed to strobe for a minute. They are super acting up today. So we got that to talk about. But yeah, JM, who's your favorite? I don't know. What's your favorite sports team? Are you Seahawks fan? Are you Indiana Pacer fan? Who do you follow? What part of Washington am I in? That's the funny thing. I may not be in Washington. I might be in South Alaska. Huge around college campuses, says Gavin. Niners and Broncos. I know another guy that's a Niner Bronco fan. His name's Fantastic Duo. That's almost a nice number solo. You know what I mean too. They don't have Monster? They don't have Prime? All right, we took down Milrow. Let's see what we can get here. South Alaska's hilarious. I got a couple new players since last game too. I got Bobby Wagner and Jackson Smith are on the squad. Mike says he needs to get out to the military base with your grandma sometime. Get some drinks there because you always have a pretty wide selection at the commissary. Caleb, you knocked the lights out. The lights are acting up today. Andres, thanks for following as well. I don't know how to fix this. It's going nuts. But yeah, the lights keep disconnecting themselves. I got a terrible update. So I apologize, guys. But yeah, the lights, here, I can make them manually flash, I think. No, I turned them off too. Andres, thank you for the rose. Definitely appreciate the rose. Yeah, lights are not doing what they're supposed to, guys. I apologize. For anybody that's expecting it. At Cookout, you can order a chicken quesadilla and 3 more quesadillas as a side. Is the quesadilla their best dish, Gavin? Andres, thank you for the 3 roses. Yeah, we can ban Lumia Stream for the day because Lumia Stream's gonna flood chat. Yeah, Lumia Stream they need to hold the L. They're not running the lights the right way, and then they're spamming. Who do I think will be the most improved player for the A's this year? Man, I hope it's Denzel Clark. I feel like Denzel's got probably the most room for growth. Is Sam Darnold the answer? I mean, yeah, he won a Super Bowl. So I don't know what else we need there at quarterback. They have great burgers, milkshakes, and fries. They have insane tray combo options. Anybody else been to Cookout? I feel like Cookout must only be in Georgia or something. Oh, Milrose got the edge. I don't know why he threw it. He could have ran for the first down. We're going to swat that. Yeah, I feel like Clark's probably the guy that has the biggest chance to have a leap. Maybe Lawrence Butler has a good year and gets more contact. Can he win it again? Sure. I think Darnold can win. I think Darnold can do everything you need him to do. Is he going to do it every single time out? You know, that's always a question for anybody. But yeah, he balled out against the Rams. I know the Rams don't have a particularly great secondary, but he matched Stafford, you know, yard for yard and all the stuff that we needed out of him. So, biggest game of his life up until that point. That was his best game. Yeah, they had a great year. They got to see if they can emulate it again this coming year. New coordinator, got to shape up the run game with the injuries and free agency and all that stuff. But yeah, they should try to run it back as closely as they can and make somebody come beat them. Yeah, bat to ball needs to get better for sure. His defense and bat speed, he could be at least a 3-WAR player. Okay, so Solo's heard of the Cookout place too. Hope your Dolphins can live up to it. Yeah, Dolphins will be an interesting season with the coaching change and everything. Need the bike for your summer bod? You can come borrow it. Still on Madden 18. How's Madden 18 these days? A's looking like the Angels' incredible offense. Need the pitching to somewhat match it. Yeah, I don't know that we did enough pitching wise. Yeah, I guess we could always trade for somebody and all that stuff, but will the A's actually do it? Do I do anything besides streaming? I work for a sports streaming company and a production role for them. I like the Warriors. Warriors had a nice game yesterday. They knocked off the Nuggets with the substitutes. No Steph, no Porzingis, no Draymond, no problem. Podziemski went supernova there down the stretch on that national game. How about for yourself, Andres? Who's your NBA team? Yeah, if one or two of the young guys could make a leap and help the front end would be huge for the A's. It's not 4,000 miles over here. Maybe 2,000. Although maybe you're taking the back roads or something, the scenic route. The Miami Heat. JM, we're going to miss you, bud. Thanks for hanging out. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance here in the stream. If you guys are on TikTok, you can control the timer by following, sharing, and liking. Usually the lights flash. Today the lights are acting a fool. You know what? I didn't even read what was going on with him. I don't know if the words are precautionary, going to play him one game, rest him the next game, or what. He has. They're calling it something else, but essentially Porzingis has long COVID, and I don't think there's a cure for it. A's are coming to your state. I hope not. I hope that still falls apart. I don't want to see the A's out of California. How do I feel about the trade? I hate Kuminga, so I'm glad he's gone. I would have traded Kuminga for a bag of peanuts a long time ago. You think Jamie Arnold's a candidate for having a big leap in the minors and being up sooner than expected? He was always top 3 in the class for Major League readiness. Yeah, he could be a guy that does help out sooner than later. Certainly, I hope it works out that way. Oh, Gavin's over in the other chat as well. Welcome over, Gavin. Well, shoot. We were getting into field goal position. We got the hit stick fumble. I'm not that far. You can take 80 miles off of that journey solo. Oh, it's Gavin Young. It's Gavin Young. My brain just filled in Young as being Davis. No, it's the Red Chat. The famous video streaming platform where you might find a Mr. Beast video. Or whoever you watch over there. They're in your hometown right now, says Seahawks Super Bowl champ. You're in one of the spring training towns, Seahawks? Michael Arroyo gets called up this year. Maybe. I'm not going to hold my breath, but it's possible. Yeah, now they know how that Sacramento Park's going to play a whole lot more. So far, everybody's acting up. I feel bad the lights aren't doing what they're supposed to do for the clown show. I'm afraid to tell people to follow to see the lights flash. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to get the ball on the ground in Sacramento for sure. I wish we could have dumped Severino. I think he pitched yesterday. This guy's thinking about a touchdown. Let's see. Montez is special, says Gavin Young. Lazaro Montez. But what about Jason Myers, Gavin Young? We got dueling Gavins in different chats today. The Gavin takeover. All right, Demon Warrior gets a pick. Can he get a pick 6? I don't think he can. I tried a lateral, but Mulroy knocked me out of bounds. Yeah, follow to see Donnie smile. All right, so all leveled up here at the half. Opponent's taking forever and a day to ready up. Here we go. How many days till the show drops? 18 days? Something like that. Mike says, I want to see Brady Brasso get a lot of work for us this year. 59% ground ball rate. Yeah, Brady should get an opportunity to play. I think he was injured quite a bit last year. Like, came up, got a start or two, and then went on the injured list. Supposedly they made a little clubhouse room for the pitchers to hang out in too, so they don't have to make the walk of shame out the left field wall now. So it's not a clubhouse, but it's like a mini clubhouse thing. We'll see how that looks. No quarrel with the other Gavin. May he and his family be blessed. What a guy. Thanks to Gavin J. Davis. Chippy, thanks for following. Lights kind of flash for you, Chippy. The lights are acting up today, Chippy. Chippy, who's your favorite athlete of all time? You don't say Chipper Jones. And you can say Chipper Jones. It's fine. Rashid Shaheed breaking ankles out here. Oh, now we got some moderation in TikTok chat. Windsor's in the house. What's up, Windsor? Yeah, this guy got me once on a hit stick. I better be careful for the hit stick action. Yeah, Windsor, how was your weekend? Thanks for tuning in. And we'll get a 9-yard romp. Still trying to get the old X factor turned on. If JT again improves his barrel miss rate, he could be another breakout candidate. Yeah, he sure can throw hard for good. Chipper used to be your favorite, then he kept running his mouth. Yeah, Chipper's going nuts. No, you know who needs moderating is the lights. Everybody that follows today, the lights are turning off after an update, Windsor. I'm afraid my system's cooked till the next Lumia stream update. That play's getting strung out by his defense. Kind of like to run everything out of the same formation and then try to, catch him off guard with what I'm doing. Well, crack toss, lost yards. I love Olsen. I feel like Braves fans don't like Olsen the same way they loved Freddie Freeman. I guess Freddie's expecting another little Freeman, little freeloader to the family soon. Saw that on social media this weekend. Yeah, I love Ole, man. I remember the day he got traded, they talked to him in the A's dugout. He was disappointed to leave the A's, but he was happy he was going back to Georgia. Yeah, Estes doesn't seem like a guy that's going to work out for us. Right, the X Factor is on, but we got stuff. Question of the day bears repeating for anybody that's scrolling in now that heard it, didn't hear it earlier. The question of the day today is this: In and Out, it's overrated, or no, In and Out is elite? You guys let me know. Oh, Barner, just hang on to it, buddy. Barner's in. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, somewhere like Boston would be a good spot. Be nice if the A's could get anything for Estes, because he just seems like he has barbecue chicken in our rotation. And Myers will boot it through. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the ball goes up in the air, and then the ball just goes out, and he's sitting there turning and watching it fly. He got an early starter too last season, and they're terrible for us. From what you hear, and your preference of burgers and fries, you very much would enjoy In and Out, says Gavin. Their fries are very unique. They're not comparable to like a McDonald's or something. I don't care for the fries personally, but other people, there are some people that go nuts for them. From what I recall, they usually give you a pretty good portion of the fries too. Hey, what's up, Seth? How's your day been? Oh, he likes that direct snap for the running back play. He get a lot of soft fly balls. Yeah, Sacramento is going to make him look terrible. If we had stayed in Oakland, especially those night games in Oakland, he would have pitched well there. That sea air tend to knock the ball down a lot at the Coliseum, but of course that's years gone by now. Let's see, Gavin, he just likes taters. Watching TV and streams. What's on the television today? Did you guys enjoy the Olympics? I didn't watch nearly as much of the Olympics as I thought I was going to watch this year. I feel like that happens to me a lot. Like, oh, okay, Olympics are coming around. Going to try to watch as much as I can, and I end up not really taking in a whole lot of it. Now, this year with the World Cup, you know, with it being Canada, Mexico, and the U.S., I really should be locked in watching a lot of games. Yeah, that was a good audible from him, or a good pre-snap motion. Because I had manned up a defender, and then, yeah, it was all bad. Devy's weird. He's like a middle ground ball, fly ball pitcher. I guess that's why he's so mediocre. And then with Sevy, too, it's like he was blaming the ballpark and blaming the fans and all these different things. The fan base really didn't enjoy having Severino around. Didn't watch any of it for Seth. Caught the last period of the hockey game. It was amazing. Yes, that was a great day for Team USA. Excuse me. Team USA's second gold medal, first since 1980. I'll tell you how long ago 1980 was. I was born in 1980. Oh, Flawless is here. What's up, Flawless? The Flawless victory's in the house. Flawless, you, when's the last time you sat down and played 2K so long that you just got fully immersed and lost track of time? You don't like waffle fries? I don't go nuts for them, but occasionally we'll get the hankering for waffle fries and have to enjoy some. And we're able to get the pass breakup. I think he had the receiver that was further out open. Maybe like 4 years. Need to find a new sports game. I figured it was at least at some point this year, even though I know it's not a particularly good year for the game. It's kind of crazy how far it's fallen off. And we got it with user. User gets the interception. It was not a user pick. Can't wait for the show for King of the Greens. Bama's in the house. What's up, Bama? Never found a waffle fry you truly been crazy about for Gavin. Didn't pitch much better away than he did at home. Might get something for him if teams pay attention. Yeah, it's funny because he was complaining about the park at one point this year. Then he got a start in Detroit, and he absolutely got shelled by the Tigers. And it's like, yeah, Sevy, you're not really good anywhere, dude. Question of the day. Here's the question of the day, man. Is In-N-Out overrated or is In-N-Out elite? King of the Greens. Actually cut up on sleep over the weekend. Your wife was vomiting. She's good now. I'm sorry to hear that. Sucks when the family's not well and you're expecting to have a good time together. Elite except the fries. Yeah, that I can go with, Windsor. I used to love the hamburgers and like the milkshakes and all that stuff. If you guys are on TikTok, please be sure to follow, share, and like. You control the timer on TikTok. The lines are overrated. Burgers and sauces are bomb. Fries are all right, says King of the Greens. He had a 6 ERA at home, 3.5 away. In-N-Out overrated. That's one way to offend a West Coaster big time. I don't like In-N-Out that much. And I get a user pick with user. One-hander. We're going to knock this guy out of his playoffs. GG's. Looks like he's going to hang around. Nope, he's going to jump out. Milkshakes. Yeah, the milkshakes are pretty good. Milkshakes and hamburgers are good. Think she ate something. Your son said not to. Lines get way too long. Yeah, that's true. Do I like red vines? You know, that's a West Coast candy. Yeah, I'd say like is probably where I'm at on it too. I don't love them. I'm not nuts for them. If there's nothing sweet else in the house and somehow there's red vines in the house, like they're solid. Oh, I like Wendy's a lot, King of the Greens. We have a fabulous Wendy's location in my hometown. Really good manager that's in there, and he always tries to make sure that you're happy and just super friendly dude. So yeah, we love going to Wendy's. I have the little frosty key tags, so you go in with like any purchase, and they give us the mini frosty. So I always buy 3 of those at the start of the year for the 3 kids. So yeah, we you know, I guess it's like anything. You go in waves. I don't want to act like we go in there 5 times a week, but yeah, we go somewhat frequently, especially for driving through that part of town. A lot of times we have our T-ball practice will be on that side, so then like, yeah, after T-ball we're gonna go through Wendy's and get some nuggets and some frosties and stuff for the kids. King of the Greens, he's loving Wendy's. Can't imagine how good Jose Soriano would be in Sacramento with a sinker. He's awful in Anaheim, great everywhere else. Your park's made for the fly balls. And you know what? Really rare that we get those in division trades, because why would the Angels want to strengthen the A's? But yes, he would be a nice fit. Can't wait for Washington to be in the Super Bowl next season. You may have to wait, Jaden. Jaden Daniels. He's sort of the anti-Nostradamus. Kept picking against my Seahawks. Didn't work out for Jaden. Lumia Stream is taking a ginormous L today, too. So lights should flash. I'll make them flash when you guys follow, but they're not acting the way they should automatically. They don't expand eastward because they don't have beef connection they can truly rely on. Wendy's is very good. You think the only restaurant you never had was Hardee's? So, Seth, my understanding is Hardee's is Carl's Jr. It's just if it's on east of the Mississippi, it's Hardee's, and if it's west, it's Carl's Jr. It's not working well either. Can't send a heart me. Come on, TikTok. We appreciate the heart me nevertheless. From Windsor. And Walker romping in. That's a great start. I turned into a sweat late game with this Kenneth Walker card. It's covered up so much of my bad play. Just hand it to Kenneth. Run him 40 attempts a game. Seahawks Chiefs Super Bowl would be a good one, maybe. Let's see. You probably would take Henry Bolte plus a minor league starter for Soriano. A lot of the fan base is excited about Henry. Yeah, that card's been nuts, right? Sometimes he gets hit behind the line by a couple of guys and just bounces off and still scampers in for 70. I'm sure people have to be frustrated playing against him. And then I got him set up really well, I think thanks to Skyballer. Oh, I don't think I shouted any of you guys out over there, too. Party's Mushroom Swiss is fire, says Gavin. Hope you guys will follow Mike, follow Solo. Gavin streams once in a blue moon. Follow Gavin J. Davis. About to be home so Mike can actually type. Mike, I thought you were on fire. Flawless victory. All the buddies. Flawless was last playing no game. Flawless has streamed before. I think Nightbot's messing up. Yeah, I totally intended to stream yesterday and just didn't rest well Saturday night through Sunday morning, so I ended up sleeping in late, and then I could have probably jammed in a small stream, but I needed to stream those MASL games. Dude, terrible stuff about Rondell Moore. Very sad, you know. I don't really know what to say to tell people to value their life, because you probably need to hear that message the moment that you're not feeling well about things. But yeah, why make a permanent solution to a temporary problem? He was certainly going through something where he felt like he didn't want to go on, and it's very sad. Definitely feel for his family and for Moore, you know, being gone from this world at 25 years old. What's my top 5 running backs right now in the entire league or in Madden? Easy pickings there for Cam Chancellor. Let's see what we get on this return. I still think Barkley belongs in the top 5. Probably McCaffrey as well. I think he had 1,000 receiving and rushing. I think the rest is up for debate, dude. Oh yeah, Blajon Robinson definitely belongs in there. So there's 3 of the 5. Like there's definitely some guys that you feel like if they were the bell cow, they would put up crazy stats. I think Derrick Henry's probably out of the top 5 now. Now that I say that, watch, he'll go and have a crazy year. Oh, Windsor, you knocked the lights out, buddy. Thanks for the heart me, Windsor. All right, we're bringing the lights back. They should have flashed. They decided not to. Why they're acting up, I don't know. Jonathan Taylor says Abel. Yeah, Taylor belongs. So there's probably 4 out of 5. Question: why did he get what he did? He was in a garage, most likely with a car. Could have taken a more peaceful option. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he thought he was suffering from CTE and didn't want there to be research. Sometimes people have a violent feeling, you know, when they reach the end like that. I don't really know why Rondell Moore would do what he did. I don't think I have Derrick Henry up there. Yeah, a chain on the Dolphins may be there. I kind of feel like Henry's slowing down quite a bit. Fumble prone and on the wrong side of 30. Had a lot of concussions and ACL tears, and got dropped by an NFL team. Of course, I really love Walker and Charbonnet, but they don't produce like a top 5 back, either one of them, because they don't get that many carries. Colby Thomas might be a breakout candidate. He pulled the ball in the air 22.7% of the time. I don't know that Thomas will get enough at bats. Yeah, there was times he looked like an absolute beast of a player. Started out pretty slow too, and I was like, why are we giving this guy so much leash and at bats? But then he came on. Hope they do due diligence and an investigation. That's all, says Gavin. You know, sometimes people leave a note too, like in this Rondell Moore situation, that can give some clarity as to what they were thinking about. Other times it just remains a mystery. Not sure what our opponent's doing there. As he gets older, Henry's slowing down. Not sure how much he has left in the tank, says Seth. He was a great pickup for the Ravens, right? Especially that first year there in Baltimore. Yeah, Tom's only 25. I just thought he looked terrible initially. Those first impressions aren't good for baseball players when they get their cup of coffee in the show. All right, lights are on, not acting as they should, but if you follow, they'll go off and flash for a minute. Then we'll turn them back on. Mike says he has all the tools. You think he needs to figure it out? Yeah, A's definitely have a bit of a crowded outfield. Clark, Soderstrom, Butler, and then you got guys like Thomas and some minor league guys that are trying to push their way into the roster as well. Carlos Cortez is in the lineup today, and Cortez was a really good lefty bat for us. TikTok AI modding filters everything, says Windsor. I'm waiting for you guys to type out a long message and for it not to go through. Does he have a Super Bowl with the Ravens? No. I don't believe Derrick Henry has a Super Bowl ring yet. Didn't get one in Tennessee. What do I think about the Braves picking up Yaz? He's an MLB The Show beast, but I think he's just kind of a specialty platoon type player at this stage of his career. I don't think he moves the needle a whole lot for Atlanta. Maybe he'll have some clutch games and at-bats, though. I hope Walt Weiss works out for you guys. I was surprised Walt got another head coaching, or excuse me, managerial opportunity. I think that was Vernon Davis who drove out of bounds, shy of the line of game. Is anybody excited about Mikey Skrimsky going to the Atlanta Braves? Gavin's mentioned him in Purple Chat. I don't watch the Giants very much. I'll watch the Giants when the A's are playing them. Otherwise, I pretty much hate the Giants and don't want to support them even having my television set on their game. So yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Yastrzemski throughout his career. For those that don't know, the Giants definitely put their finger on the scale and try to block the A's move to San Jose, and did everything they could to try to shove them out of the Bay Area, which of course seemingly has worked out for the Giants. Your wife's very excited. She's a Braves fan, so there's one that's excited about Yaz. Kenneth Runner. It's 20-0. This guy should probably call it a game. We have Yaz and Profar. Not too sure who to expect in left field. Profar's weird, man. I mean, it looked like he was breaking out, and then he got the suspension, and hard to really project what he's going to do. A's fans had some resentment to Profar for not taking a hit by pitch with the bases loaded in the single elimination wild card game years ago against the Tampa Bay Rays. Coliseum was loaded up that night. And then he was gone out to San Diego. Too bad Bleday stunk. He's made for the park. He pulls the ball in the air so frequently. Yeah, JJ was such a nice dude. I hope he works out for the Reds. I'm pretty sure the Reds are who picked him up. I think the A's hurt JJ Bleday by sticking him in center field too, because he was overwhelmed defensively. And I think that carried over to his at-bats. Should have just kept him in the corners and off the bench as a pinch hitter and things like that. Then Denzel Clark comes up and he's just running everything down. Denzel was so much fun to watch till he got hurt last year. Yeah, he can easily play the corners. Yep. But, yeah, having him in center, he was taking a lot of bad lines, misplaying so many balls. Never been to an MLB game. Oh, baseball games are great to go to, Seth. I hope you guys make it out one of these days. Baseball's very, I mean, you can deal with an idiot anywhere, right, in public, but baseball's very relaxed in comparison to maybe checking out an NBA or NFL game. As long as they have Murphy and Baldwin, who they can DH as well. You reckon to expect a trade for pitching depth? I think a huge thing for Atlanta is the health of Acuna Jr. too. Fortunately, he's been having some injuries throughout his career here in the early going. All right, Charles Woodson has it. We're going to go up by 4 scores. I think. Oh, Mahomes, or excuse me, not Mahomes. Caleb Williams chases me down. Opponent's apparently got no quit in him. Yeah, the Murphy deal didn't really work out. Although I guess for the A's it cleared the way for Langoliers. Langoliers been good for us. Yeah, the Brewers did well on that thing, and they were just sort of they're sort of the afterthought on the trade. Yeah, getting Contreras worked out great for Milwaukee. Scott friends, if you're scrolling in, give us your best sports hot takes. Question of the day: is In-N-Out overrated or is In-N-Out elite? We're having slight technical difficulties with the hardware. And of course, Langoliers was part of the Olsen trade. But yeah, Shea's been great for us. Now that we have Kurtz, would you want to bring back Olsen and Murphy or stay with Kurtz and Langoliers? I think if you're the A's, you'd rather stay with your guys. But man, I loved watching Olsen hit. 3 outcome hitter and just seemed like an all-around good dude. Yeah, all offense, yep. Well, the A's have 3 all-stars. I feel like Kurtz is going to get in. I'm not sure if we'll have enough fan voting to get anybody else in there. If Wilson's hitting 370 or something, then he's probably going to force his way in. And there's a lot of other guys that could pop off. Like Soderstrom was really good the first month of the year. Then he's slowed down and then came on strong after he got settled into left field. Langoliers might be able to push himself in there as one of the better offensive catchers in baseball. We're certainly not going to have highest attendance and participation out of a temporary home either. Yet manager gets to pick some reserves. Of course, Bochy and Kate were pretty close. I think Bochy was there last year as the All-Star. Maybe in the year before. I don't know who will be the All-Star manager this year. I assume the Braves manager, but I don't know that that's always the case. That it's the NL and NAL defending champions. Sometimes you can do a little lobbying, right? If it's your guy that's making the roster selections. What a user from user. I feel like I'm gonna put 60 on this dude. Yeah, usually, right? Been to a couple Wizards games over the years. Oh, how's the Wizards experience, though? All right, Steve Smith Jr. to JSN. I'm in as the clock expires to make it 35 zip. What defense do I use? I'm using the Minnesota Vikings defense, Michael. Hey, Abel, thanks for following. I think it's Abel Tavernier. Thanks for jumping in. The lights are acting up, Abel, so I'm sorry that I didn't see your follow immediately. Yeah, is it really happening? The Indiana deal? I know Indiana passed some legislation to try to get the Bears, but I didn't know that the Bears had agreed to anything. Is it really going to be next to Gary, Indiana, Solo? Very fun. They won both games. You went to, and the food was amazing out of the Wizards games. Bama, thanks for letting them know. Please follow, share, and like. Opponent's taking his time here, down 35. Opponent may be hoping the internet disconnects for us. So while we wait, we will stretch out and get ready for some football here. Rooker, weird player. Yeah, he is. Great bat. Pretty weak defensive player. really emerged late in his career. I thought he got screwed in the home run derby. I'm sure I'll tell you guys about that one numerous times throughout the season. But yeah, he had a longer home run than Cal Raleigh. Oh, yeah, we changed up the distance. Yeah, that's true. Kind of, yeah, kind of. Schwarber's not a bad comparison to Brent. Basically on the other side of the border from Chicago. So it's Hammond, Indiana. Kind of stinks. You sure puts a damper on any other sports team. Yeah, and I wonder how much the Colts like it, kind of getting into their area too. Of course, different conferences and stuff. Yeah, this game has just been a blowout. But you can't take it easy on them. Want to make them quit. I love Walt Weiss. Walt Weiss was a great athletic during my youth. He was the third straight rookie of the year. When Canseco 86, McGuire 87, Weiss 88, and then they they had their 3 straight World Series appearances starting in 88 in Walt's rookie year. So yeah, just cool dude. We lost him in the expansion draft, I believe, to the Rockies. He was a Rocky and a Marlins. I forget which team took him off our roster back in '93. Don't really know a whole lot about Walt, like in his personal life or something. Like you mentioned, Chipper. Like Chipper kind of grinded your gears over the years with all his opinionated opinions. I don't know how Walt is, but as far as I'm aware, Walt's just a good baseball dude. I'm glad he's getting another opportunity. Let's see, he's only in the 35th percentile of squared up. Man, he seems like he hits the ball hard a lot. That stat doesn't seem like it should fit, but I know you're looking at the stats right now. That game was so easy that I got to lock back in now because the next opponent could be, way better competition. Sometimes you kind of drop concentration, right, when you get into those matchups. Yeah, but he had a good year. I mean, maybe not as good a year, but he had a good year in Oakland the year prior too for Rooker. But maybe his square up percentage was better that year, and he could be getting carried by the park a bit. Yeah, Walt seems like a good guy to me too. So definitely easy to root for him to have success. I'm happy he's getting a bag. Not that he's going to share any of his money with me, but being a bench coach doesn't pay the same as being the manager on an MLB franchise. Probably regressing in some sort of ways. He's 31. Wouldn't be terrible for the A's to unload him for some pitching if they could. And then you could use that DH spot to rest guys. Give the old proverbial half day off to, a guy like Langoliers. Get a big guy like Kurtz off his feet occasionally throughout the week. Trying to get those 10-yard runs. I need 2 10-yard runs when I'm on the road to get the X Factor on, and 1 at home for this Kenneth Walker card. Yeah, exactly, Gavin. Yep. I was just able to get that throwaway. Looked like I should have been sacked. Being Shea off a catcher be a priority. He's great at throwing out runners. Does nothing else well. Yeah, I think that would be really good for Shea long term, is to not have him catch hundreds of games every season. Hey, what's up, Im? How was your weekend? Lights were flashing, and now the lights went out. The night when the lights went out in Georgia, right, Gavin? Gavin knows that song, I bet. Shoot, was trying to fix the lights and took a delay game. Falcons franchise tag Pitts. How you feeling about the franchise tag on Kyle Pitts, Tanner? Framing isn't going to be as relevant as ABS being implemented, but you only have 3 challenges, and tricking the batter in the ump will always be relevant. Yes. I concur. Skyballer, I was talking about you a little bit ago. Must have had your ears ringing. Skyballer, thanks for the bits. How was your weekend, sir? Gives you guys a lot of time to get him a deal for franchise tag on Kyle Pitts. Oh, he's over there with Maze. Dang it. As I was pushing down on R1, Maze was off to the side. I thought I had the window. It was probably too far in the drop. I'll blame it on Lumia Stream. Lumia Stream's acting up so much today. See, Em had a good weekend. He ate a lot at Golden Corral. Man, I've never been to Golden Corral. We don't have it locally. It's probably in California, but just not close to my home. Oh, I love Coach Kerr. What's up, Dan? How's your day been? See, it was a wild weekend. Got the kid full-time now. Well, that's awesome, man. How's he doing? Is his basketball season up, or you guys still have some games? We got one more game left. Today's a couple practices, and then practice on Wednesday for my older of my two daughters. Golden Corral is in the Inland Empire, says Mike Plays Games. Just finished on Saturday, was his last game. They won championship, and he got league MVP. Dude, they're super into it down there. There's no MVPs. There's no keeping score. It's just way more casual out here. Seattle, thanks for following. The lights flashed, and then the lights went out because the lights are acting up today. I'm going to bring them back on post-play if I can. So Seattle, are you a Seahawks fan? Seattle, thanks for the heart me as well. Let's see. Kids look at the score every bucket made. Yeah, they don't keep any of that. I think my daughter would definitely be her team's leading scorer. Actually, probably both my daughters. My son, not as much, but he loves playing defense. Gets in there and gets his share of steals. But yeah, we don't keep any of that stuff. It's just, everybody have a good time and encourage each other and that sort of thing. Born and raised there in downtown Seattle. Seattle, how do you like it? Would you like to have lived in another part of Washington? Or do you feel like Seattle's the best area? In Seattle, cutthroat scene of basketball, says King of the Greens. Oh, he's got shot out in the flat. Let's see, he's not too much of an upgrade fielding wise, but Austin Wins would probably be a pretty good catcher option if you move Shade at DH. Yeah, I like Austin a lot. Kind of seems to have a clutch bat too. I know there's argument there's no such thing as clutch, but seems like he comes up with big at bats when needed. They all got medals and they have individual awards also. That's awesome, Skyballer. Are you guys going to get ready for T-ball and all that sort of thing, or sticking with basketball? Because I thought you said he had a couple of basketball leagues that he plays in. Grammy isn't nearly as poor as Shay's. Also somehow had 865 OPS last year. Yeah, I was a little surprised the Reds put him out there for Austin Wins, because he had, nice looking stats when we picked him up. I thought the sample size was probably super small, and he's a guy that's bounced around a bit for Austin. I was trying to look the block set up and said smalled up in the backfield. I've been playing pretty well, Skyballer. Now you came in and I'm getting stomped here. Skyballer, are you still into Madden, or are you ready for some new games to drop? Because we're getting deeper into this NFL postseason. I'm personally still enjoying it, but I'm kind of ready for baseball to roll around too. Not a huge fan of getting your offense out of a catcher. Prefer to have the defensive guy for Mike. Well, hey, if the catcher comes up with some big at bats, I'm not gonna kick him out of bed for eating crackers, right? As the old saying goes. Oh, how does Chad Johnson not hang on to that? He's got the ball come out next half. I kind of feel like I need to get this 14 yards somehow. I may not, but I feel like I gotta try. We need baseball. What's up, Coffee Time? Coffee Time, the lights are acting a fool today. Sorry they didn't flash the way they should have. And thank you for resubscribing. Need to open a pack for you and for Mike. I forgot to open Mike's pack. Got it here in front of me. I'll do it at halftime. I may not make it to halftime. I may do it between games because this game's trending the wrong way. You found out the guy that plays Arc Raiders with Burt Peanut Hutch actually used to play a couple minor league teams. His name is Bryce Hutchinson. Windsor, wow, dude! Thanks for the Galaxy, Windsor. All kinds of stuff happening. The lights should be going nuts here. JT, thanks for becoming our latest follower as well. So Windsor cranked up the timer. It's going pretty well, coffee time. How's your weekend? And besides MLB, what you up to? Going to some Blue Jay games? Any particular games that you're looking forward to checking out? A's have a nice giveaway schedule, so I'll probably go a few times. No, don't be sorry, dude. T-ball and flag football. Let me see if I can score on this drive. This may be quitting time here soon. Need some more stream. Got sidetracked for Windsor. Aiden, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being there. Yeah, this game, I don't know. Either I'm not locked in or my opponent's just that much better than I am. So when trending the wrong way. Having trouble moving the ball against this Dolphin opponent. Kickoff return touchdown would be sweet. The Hedges is an example. 572 OBPS or OPS and 63% worse than league average hitter. Easily the best framer in baseball and helps the staff. That's why he played 60 plus games this year. Yeah, every time the lights have an action to flash, they're just turning themselves off today. For anybody that's been around for a long time is used to the light spectacular in here. I think it's off the update. That or my system just completely took a dump. But I wouldn't expect both sets of lights to fail because I have one in front of me and behind me. Hope the Rockies are better this season for Skyballer. Will you go see some games in person, Skyballer? Juan wants to know what city I'm from. Yeah, Juan, I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, exactly, Bam. I need to lock in. We can play Guess the State. I'm not going to play Guess the City with you guys. Exactly, Burnett. If you're a Seahawks fan, please follow. Can't wait for the Mets fans to turn on Bo Bichette. I love it. Coffee time. Hey, Burnett, thanks for following. The light flashed, and then it turned off. They are acting a fool, but appreciate you jumping in. Who's your favorite Seahawk of all time? You go to 5 to 10 Rocky games a year. Coors Field is awesome. Hey, John Flaherty, thank you for the always appreciated share in the TikTok live. How's your day been, John? Yes, you get a singular light flash and then they turn off. This would be even funnier at night because it'd be affecting my gameplay more. Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, tough to beat beast mode. Great answer. Slinging Sammy. He'll do it with his legs, so at least he'll try to. You know the Tyreek situation. Which Tyreek situation, Aiden? Having the model come to his house and line up and play football against her, and she cooked him and then he broke her leg situation, or something else. Oh yeah, he got released. Yeah, Tyreek's an idiot. Good football player, at least he was. I don't know that he's going to be a good football player much longer, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, coffee time. He doesn't like the spring training hat this year. Oh, I haven't paid attention to it. If anybody ever comes to Denver, wants to go to a Rockies game with Skyballer, you got to eat Rocky Mountain oysters for him to sit with you. I'm a vegetarian, so is there a vegetarian Rocky Mountain oyster option, Skyballer? But yeah, Tyreek Hill, I know a lot of people like to speculate where he's going to go and do this and that. I don't think he's going to be healthy to start the year, so I think Tyreek's going to have to get out on the field and work out for these NFL GMs and show that he still has some explosiveness. They taste like chicken nuggets, says Skyballer. Got some stupid flowers in the front. Should have just stuck to the side patches. Coffee time. Yeah, just got the throwaway. Barely. As he dialed up blitz on on 2nd and goal. Let's see. Seahawks be a good wide receiver too. I don't think Seattle wants to deal with Tyreek Hill. I guess anything's possible, right? We'll see what happens first and foremost with some of the other players. If they can't re-sign Rashid Shaheed, then maybe you look at a guy like Tyreek Moore. Did I see Tank Dell's knee? He's done, says Skyballer. Remember AB rumors to Seattle before he went to Tampa? He worked out with Russell and Geno, and he was wearing a Seahawk uniform, a jersey, down in Southern California for Antonio Brown. So Seattle was at least considering it. I think Russ really wanted Antonio too. Horton for the Seahawks a beast. Trust me, he's wide receiver too. I don't think Horton can stay healthy. That's my concern with Horton. Dell's kneecap now on the side of his knee. He's see. I haven't looked at the A's spring training hat. I don't know if they have a good one or not. They may not have even made anything special considering the state of the franchise. Nasty looking. Oh yeah, I like Horton. Like, listen, when Horton's on the field, I love him. I just don't know that we can rely on him to play 17 games a year in a playoff run if we make the playoffs. All teams have the same. Yeah, I should pay attention in coffee time. A's got stomped their first couple of spring training games, so I haven't pulled up any highlights. Just looked at the box scores. I did just enough, right? Barring this guy getting a 7-second touchdown here to keep the game somewhat relevant. So Skyballer thinks he'll be healthy. Thinks that they rushed him a bit. Yeah, I hope we resign Rashid Shaheed. His kick return game and ability to stretch is nice, and I know that's what Horton does as well. But you know, they just won a title with Rashid being the X factor of the offense. Would hate to see him leave. Although the receiver market's crazy, right? Receivers make buku bucks, so I don't know if you want Rashid Shaheed at $25 million or something crazy. If another general manager is willing to pay it to him. And we'll knock it free, and that is the end. The problem for Horton, he also tried to come back. Last year for Colorado State, Colorado game only lasted 2 plays. You think he did a little bit more damage. It prolonged the injury trying to come back. Coffee Time and Mike, thanks guys for resubscribing. Let me open some packs. Man, Tyler was a pretty good return man until he had that bad leg injury. Remember they had to put the air cast on him in the end zone his second season. He was never really as explosive. I think that's part of why Lockett's play style was to avoid contact, which could get frustrating watching as a fan. First in the pack is Joe Thomas, Rising Star. Hey, is this guy a Rising Star? Rookie Drake May card. Don't mind it at all. And then we got Chad Johnson. I think he's been out there dropping some balls for me, still in the lineup for now. Let's open our other pack. Our opponent can wait. Pretty sure Horton got first team All-American West as a return man as well. Yeah, Horton seemed very competent there in the return game. You know, until we acquired Rashid Shaheed. Seattle's got some cap space. They should make some effort to pay these free agents. First in the pack is Jim Kelly, Rising Star. Ooh, Drake May is hot. Drake May is so hot right now. Another Drake May rookie. And last in the pack, Wes Welker. So we got the near MVP in 2 packs. Thanks, Mike. Coffee Time for having me open those packs. A couple of Drake Mays to the collection. Broncos have cap space. Going to be interesting to see what receiver we bring in. You expect somebody like a micro Thomas build. Hey, what's happening, Cross? How's your day going? I'm not really sure what to call you. I just see the cross there on the display name. Taking a look. Timer says we got 34 minutes left guaranteed. Michael Thomas build. I was thinking a small Thomas build, Skyballer, when I read your message. Need a takeaway. Let us see the Seahawks attempt to retain all the free agents. Tampa's still the only team to bring back all the impending free agents after a Super Bowl win. Yeah, I feel like we're not going to, but I wish we would too. Hey, Windsor, thanks for the Go Populars. And he will go out to the side. The lights started to go nuts, and then they really went nuts. And we brought it 4th down, so maybe there's a shot. Mike says, to be fair, it damaged the franchise to the point that we've been mediocre for the last 5 years. Skyballer says, I read something over the weekend that Woolen is 100% done with Seattle. Is that true? You saw a report the Eagles potentially trading for him. Well, he's a free agent, so they would just be signing him. I don't know, man. I'd be pretty surprised if Seattle paid a lot for Woolen. Unfortunately, he just has so many mental lapses out there. Only got to remember that Pete Carroll benched and Mike McDonald benched at times. Definitely a talented defensive back. He's tall, he's fast, decent, ball skills, trying to jump in and grab you an interception. But yeah, he's probably going to be costly. And then I believe Job's also a free agent. Kobe Bryant's a free agent. So they got some decisions to make as to who they're going to grab and stick around with and all that on the defensive side. McDonald seems so good defensively. I feel like we could probably draft a couple of mid-round guys and coach them up to be decent. Lights are unionizing on me. They are, dude. Yeah, we have some key free agents for sure. It's Mafe, Bryant, Woolen on the defensive side. And then I think Job's a free agent. He may be a RFA for Job. And then offense is Walker and Shaheed. See, Kobe's good, but when he left, Okada went in there. Okada's been great as well. So I wonder if they feel like they don't need to pay Kobe Bryant. Buddy in the chat saying, we don't need any of those guys. We could replace them all. Jason, he's got his X Factor on, and he's torching my defense here. He's close to getting this guy off the field, but now he's knocking on the door for a touchdown. Can't have too many quality safeties. No, you can't. And then you probably don't want to take him Mawari and completely put him at strong safety, where he can't be that X Factor guy dropping into the box and things. M thinks K9 and Mullen are gone. Definitely going to sign Akers next year since we signed him. I think Akers is cooked. I hope Akers isn't the plan at running back. Respectfully. Let's see. I think it's Senor Soto. Thanks for following. You hope Watson doesn't start for the Browns this coming season. Yeah, Bobby Wagner's not even getting on the field for me. I think my sub linebackers may be messed up here. Is there a good set to make a profit with right now? Off the top of my head, no. I'm not aware of any good sets, honestly. Trey. If I was, I would do it, and I would definitely tell you guys. There's no way the Seahawks don't re-sign Kenneth Walker. He's a top 10 running back. I don't know, man. I don't think Schneider likes overpaying for running backs. But we'll see. I'd hate to see him go too, but do you want to pay a running back $15 million a year on a 3-year deal or something? It's kind of pricey considering the position. Skyballer says running back market is going to be very competitive this offseason. 7 or 8 teams need a starting running back. The Broncos are one of them. Return this kick and I'll read Mike's message. As we're kind of scrolling up the top. Mike says, I'd give another year at nickel safety hybrid for Nick, and then he could go there full time. Coin methods are cooked right now, says Skyballer. Nothing worth your time. Thursday, the market will change. So there you go, Trey. There's a comment from one of my top Madden friends that comes into the chats. Didn't see anything uncovering. I thought I maybe had the crossbody throw back to the left, but wasn't sure. I just threw it away. Hey, Skyballer, thank you for the cheers. Skyballer cheering 10 bits in here. Definitely chasing this game. Opponents in good position at the moment. And Walker will knock over a Dolphin for that first down. Yeah, you know what? I never had heard of it before, but they said when you get done with the steak, and a lot of the steakhouses, they brush a little pat of butter on the steak at the end. So that's what I did. It was a fairly thick steak. It was a New York strip steak, and I cooked it on the Foreman grill. I like to grill them outside, but the weather was nasty, so I wasn't gonna go clean off the charcoal grill and all that stuff for being in the rain. But yeah, I miss eating those good steaks. I almost ordered a steak dinner the night the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. It would have been my first time having meat for like 15 years. I thought it might make my stomach feel bad because you kind of get used to not digesting, animal products and animal protein. So I was thinking like, I don't want to be sick the next day. Mike says, not sure how it works. They may get Kershaw next year because he plans to pitch in the WBC. So he might get one last Kershaw card. 100% out of commission in the wintertime. Yeah, we have our Foreman grill that we have is the clamshell one. I guess they all are. But we got it when we got married. It was wedding registry present. So that was back in 07. So it's like 20-year-old grill. And it has the I'm making the motion like I'm pushing the button. It has the option for you if you would like to set your temperature at different temperatures, right? So you can set it 350, whatever. So I warmed it up to 425 because that's what I was reading was the best temperature to cook it at to get the good grill marks and sear it and all those things. It was barely pink on the inside. I know you want to have like a little bit of pink, so I think we could have probably stopped it earlier, but I kept asking my wife, like, you want it to be cooked more? Or do you want to stop here? So I tried to cook it to her preferences. Went ahead and went for 2 because the game called for it metrically. Of course, that didn't work out. Look at the K9 user speed boosted. Hey, we shouldn't be slow boosting, right? Send it, Tony. Love one of those new Wi-Fi grills. Mike says, not going to lie. I don't think I'm too familiar with those. Skyballer says, I have the regular propane charbroil grill, and you have your $2,000 Traeger smoker, grill smoker. So I bet you we're going to get some good pictures from Skyballer in his Discord, and hopefully in mine too, when he's got the grills going this spring and summer. I need to stop. See, your mom and you prefer your steak and meat cooked way differently, says Mike. When I still ate meat, I was probably the type of steak connoisseur that drove people nuts. I liked it really, really well done. I know they say if it's well done to give like the worst cut of meat to that person that wants it well done because you're overcooking it. But yeah, I always liked it to be very charred. Shoot, was hoping to be able to get over and cover that. Of course, it didn't work out. She can't have the pink and finds it gross for Mike Plays Games. Don't know why this guy's going early to the line here. Hopefully we jump her out. No, that's not what we wanted. I'll bring up the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I pretty much like to burn it. Yes, exactly. I wanted to be steak beef jerky. If I ever get back on the meat train. That sounded bad, but yeah, whatever. Streams are for engagement and for fun. They'll take away JSN and he'll throw it away. Have I ever grilled a steak with 2 hot / burnt steak on a hot rock? No, I can't say that I have. Hope my DBs are up for this one. Oh, DK's wide open. Dang it. That's probably the ball game. I'll stay in and try to onside kick because, why not? So, see, Skyballer says you literally use 2 low-end steaks on a hot rock. You put the steak you're cooking in between the 2. Does it come out pretty good, Skyballer? Yeah, I've never heard of that method. There's a lot of delicious recipes and ways to cook it that are out there that haven't got to try yet. See, then you char it on the end for 10 seconds on each side. Just got beat by a former Seattle. A former Seattle what, Karen? You played a Seahawk or something? Or a Supersonic? Or a Mariner? Or a councilman from Seattle? No, I think your message got cut off. What we cooking? I'm doing baked chicken burritos as coffee time. Oh, coffee time! I uploaded a picture of a steak that I cooked for Mrs. Donnie in my Discord, so that's what got the conversation started between Skyball and myself. Oh yeah, blueberry jam on the chicken there for tight spot. Chicken that jam looked like it was charred beyond belief, dude. But you know, you said it tasted good, so if it tasted good, it tasted good. It didn't look visually appealing to me. I didn't like the aesthetic of it, tight spot. But it's your food, so you know you gotta do what you gotta do. You weren't cooking for Donnie, you were cooking for tight spot. We need a miracle to pull this one back. My Mutts cornerback, says Kyron. Gonna try playing on Road to the Show on Hall of Fame warm up for 26. Excellent idea. Oh, wow. Nice username for Maze. All right. I can easily concede this one. Good game to the Dolphin, dude. I didn't think he had the path to the football there. Thought he was too far down. That's why I tried to jam it in. Skyballer says, I don't know if I'd eat it. You went to Mike Shanahan's Steakhouse there in Denver last month. They have a grilled chicken breast that has apricot jam on it. Yeah, Tight Spot did it, man. The jam looked like it got really darkened to me, but I guess it still tasted good. Don't want to play the show online right now. Yeah, who wants to play online at this stage of the show? Man, I was gonna say catcher, but I feel like catcher's like a lot of BS on cutscenes. Left field is my go-to. Left field or second base. Yeah, Mike and coffee time on the subscriber wall. Thanks, guys, for all your support through the years. Who wants to play the show right now? Well, you kind of got to get ready, King of the Greens. It's coming out in like 18 days. My buddy Mike Plays Games is getting ready over in Purple Chat. It's a new popular thing. Can't get down with it, says Skyballer. Almost like looks like a burnt glaze over the top of the chicken. Yeah, that's what tight spots look like. If you guys get a chance to check my Discord server, it's there. The tight spot says it was good. Tight spot wouldn't lie. You're ready. Can't wait for Diamond Dynasty for King of the Greens. You've been playing and hitting surprisingly well. Probably the new controller helping out coffee time. Going to be interesting to see if people buy or if they have as much interest in control freaks this year. The precision rings, since they're adding sensitivity to the show. Doesn't feel like it's going to be nearly as necessary now. Oh, wow. He almost got back and got that. I thought he was going to scramble out with me. They swear it's the new best thing. Sensitivity is going to be huge. Precision sticks don't help for King of the Greens. The sticks definitely help me. I like having a longer lever. But I'm trying to remember the right term. Yeah, the precision rings, right? I'm afraid the rings aren't going to be as necessary. If you are going to buy them from Control Freak, though, use my code DYF for Control Freak. Balling for life. Thanks for jumping in, balling, and hitting that follow button. And we got a throw lane to Steve Smith Sr. And Steve gets us beyond midfield. So they're adding sensitivity, right? So you can dial in the sensitivity on the analog stick, similar to like a Fortnite or something, coffee time. So that's going to be a new option to the show for 26. And Walker, he gets his 10-yard run. That should turn on the freight train, the ultimate freight train. It does look like Doug Baldwin, doesn't it, with 89? Let's see, Windsor, he's got the high-seated control freaks. Yeah, I usually use the mid-rise. I actually have it on my controller right now. Forgot which one that is. I think it's a Galaxy or something. Oh, we got some good blocking there for Walker, and they'll be able to shove him out of bounds. Excited to see who the collection reward is. Mike plays games, thinks it's going to be Albert. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it's not Pujols and King Felix. And Walker's in. Once you get used to it, they feel so nice. Just doinked a 54-yard winner. So you're in overtime. Hey, at least you're in OT. Nothing like the kicks lagging on you or something when you're not expecting it. Right, we are 4 wins and 2 losses. We got a win or go home game incoming here. How's our timer looking? TikTok buddies, we got under 20 minutes. If you follow, the light will flash and then it'll turn off and the timer will go up. Lights are acting a full today. Got an update that I put in, which I'm regretting now. All right, so see, Skyballer says lunch is over. Got to get back to the job site. Underground utilities, Chase Bank getting installed today. Well, we don't want to mess those up. Got to keep the bank secure. Thanks, Skyballer, for all you do. No, we wrap it all up, King of the Greens. Usually have TikTok because it's not always the case, but usually TikTok has the most engagement. I have TikTok control the time bank. Skyballer, thank you for the 20 bits. Skyballer with a parting gift for us. I was looking for the hit stick, and I whiffed. Nick says the high school and college part of this is going to be useless for practice because they're pumping 88 miles an hour. Yeah, that does not help the hand-eye coordination. Mike's going to turn into a sweat this year with the monitor. Not that he wasn't a sweat before, but now with the monitor, it makes a big difference. He's got Steve Young, the lefty, rolling left. And we're going to intercept it from the direct descendant of Brigham Young. All right, so Steve coughing it up. Skyballer says, later, y'all stay blessed. He challenges everybody in here to try to make somebody's day that is different than them or has a different opinion than them. Let's be a positive light in this crazy world we all live in. Love you all. Have a blessed rest of your day. What a parting message from Skyballer. Do I like Lamar in this game? I used Lamar early in the game as my quarterback. Not really chomping at the bit to get the Genkai Force one, but yeah, I mean, Lamar's great. It's nice to have the mobile options at quarterback, I think. Bucks legend with the INT. That's right. Tampa theme teamer. Steve Young. I had that rookie card too. I want to say it was like 86 tops, maybe? Had the green border with Young wearing those throwback. They weren't throwback at the time, Tampa Bay uniforms. Lamar card is 1K, says Kyron. Genkai Force seems really monotonous as to how you have to go through and power everything up. I was going to put in that DJ Reed card, but I don't want to have to do the entire set just to get DJ Reed. The 96 token, so I've just kind of left it alone for the most part, other than that user card on defense. Part of the 84 supplemental draft for Steve Young. Hey, Ballin' for Life, thanks for following. I don't know if I read it off. I think I did. The lights are not acting the way they're supposed to. Hopefully they update that sooner than later. Don't think there's anything I can fix on my end. It seems like Lumia Stream cooked their software this morning. Usually I update it without thinking because it's like the first thing that happens when I open the software. Like, do you want to update? It's like, well, okay, yeah, sure, let's stay stay working because, you know, the platforms are going to get their own updates as well, and you want it to work with the platforms. We're trying to get the touchdown here. Hey, what's up, Brillers? How's your day treating you? And how was your weekend? Welcome back to the chat. Yeah, I thought I had Walker's X Factor on. Since we have the takeaway, let's go for this down here. I'm looking for Kenneth on the hot route. Man, it's hot. He's into the end zone. These are the best burritos ever. I can tell you, I was starving for coffee time. Coffee time. If you have time and you take a picture of them before they're all gone, you know we love to see them in the food section of Discord. You think you walked for the first time ever? It wasn't intentional. Road to the show save for Mike. A little under the weather, but good. Yeah, we've had something circulating in the house where everybody's either had a little stuffy nose or a little fever ache or something going on here for like 3 weeks. Just like, I'll have it, kind of clear up. My wife will get it. Kids get it. I don't know if we're passing back the same thing or if we picked up different little bugs, but it's definitely that time of the year. Plus, I think allergies are kind of strong with the rains that have been hitting out here on the West Coast. Those of you on the East Coast, I guess you're dealing with like a pretty severe bomb cyclone or something hitting New York area. Hope everybody's staying safe. Where you live today, where you live was 72 yesterday, and today it's 22. Tough for your body to adjust to that. I know a lot of us are indoors often too, but man, very drastic weather change. For a 49er fan, he's got a lot of Seahawks stars in there. JSN gets a first down completion. Yes, like, follow, and share. Can't stay healthy without weather, says Rollers. Yeah, it's tough, right? Drastic changes for our bodies to adjust to. Shoot, not able to catch up to Arroyo, another Seahawk. Mike says he usually plays on the lowest difficulty, so they don't throw the balls. Everybody knows the Niners are secret Seahawk fans. I've heard they renamed their stadium South Lumen Field. Everybody's saying it. So Shane Darmetko, our latest follower. Shane, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Question of the day. Is In-N-Out overrated or is In-N-Out elite? Tomorrow we'll have a different hot topic. It's our question of the day. Red platform's back. Gotta get the red platform back to giving us some love in the algorithm, though. And he's got Arroyo too fast for Drake Thomas. I forgot to sub Bobby Wagner back in there. My Wagner's playing 89 overall, so he needs to be sub linebacker. As far as In-N-Out, I don't go to In-N-Out anymore on the vegetarian deal. They don't have veggie options that I'm aware of. If I was to go, I'd probably get fries and a milkshake or something in Windsor. And I really don't like their fries. So, yeah, if I'm going through, I'm probably picking something up for the family and I'm going somewhere else for myself. I threw it into ChatGPT, some either or questions to try to drive engagement. That was the first one it came up with. So I'll just try to go down the list day by day. They don't have to be food-based. I just want to get you guys chatting. Yeah, back in the day, I used to just get like a plain hamburger from them. I think they have one that's like animal style that comes with 2 patties. I may have been in for that one back in the old days. It's been so long I can't really remember. We went through a stage where I was working at a car dealership and the owner wanted to treat everybody to lunch. So every day this old man, his name was Ben, he'd go and get lunch for everyone. And I don't like cheese on my hamburgers. He'd always bring it with cheese. It was just easier for him to get everybody a cheeseburger. So I'd either scrape it off or I wouldn't eat it. So I think that's also part of my disdain for In-N-Out, was that my order was constantly wrong. It's like, get it together, old man. But he was like in his 80s. He was just trying to bring some camaraderie to the staff. Oh, Chowderhead's in the house. What's up, buddy? Great to see you. How was your weekend, Chowder? Chowder's probably ready for the show. I'm getting ready. Starting to sound like something to do. I'm getting ready to complain about seeing the same graphics and the same animations over and over again. Outfielders doing somersaults on a routine hit in front of them here in about 3 weeks. See, not the best, not the worst. Got a cough going. Took some Mucinex. Hopefully it clears out. That Mucinex will do it, right? Trying to get it cleared out so you can go for a run tomorrow. Your friend orders custom veggie burger when he goes. Do they have a veggie burger now, Windsor? I didn't think they had any veggie burger options. And unfortunately, you know, Beyond Meat seems like they may be close to going under. So a lot of these restaurants that were carrying Beyond products don't have them anymore. Impossible seems like it's still going pretty strong. Like, I mean, I hope Beyond doesn't fall apart, because one of the better things for vegetarians that like that taste but just don't want to be taking down the cholesterol that's been going on for a few years. Our head of media told you to chug Mucinex on Wednesday, says Mike Plays Games. Mike must have been sounding a little nasally when the head of media told him, yeah, go ahead and have some Mucinex, buddy. But yeah, it works really well, right, Chowderhead? They don't have it on the menu, so he just gets no. Oh, okay. So he's just getting pickles and tomatoes and whatever in there. I was thinking they had a veggie patty now that I wasn't aware of. Back in the day, there used to be a BK veggie patty, and that thing was rough. I'd pour a lot of salt and pepper on it just to try to choke it down. Then they went to having the Impossible Whoppers, which I've enjoyed those. All right, we're up a touchdown. Let's see if we can defend. Pretty sure I had the ball coming out second half. Likely last game of the day. I went for the hit stick. I whiffed. Same guy told you to use NyQuil as well. Seems pretty blunt, Mike. Ready for MLB. Bought one of those light projector things for your room for Chowderhead. Oh, nice, dude. Say that they've gone down in price. So Chowderhead's got some upgrades for us when we tune into the streams. I don't think I'll probably keep grinding the show once MLB dropped. I mean, it's to me. I don't think I'll stay up with Madden Ultimate Team as much as I'd like to. I just don't imagine I'm going to be too worried about it, like, you know, in May and June. If they have the rookie premiere sets that carry into next season, I may try to get those done. We had pretty good coverage. I outran it with Plaxico when I clicked on. Those guys just chugging down the track after we had the initial takeaway. The direct snap to Walker, and he'll get 6 on me. I'll start using some timeouts so I can try to preserve some clock. Ryder on top says go Bears. Apparently they're going to Indiana is what I keep hearing. What do you think about that, Ryder? Yeah, that'll work. Walker's in. Well, at least we have time to try to get one more score and then maybe book in scores. Mike hasn't got a hit on Hall of Fame. It's rough. This is what you get for not playing in months. If they go to Indiana, you're going to cry. Still pretty accessible, right? If they end up just on the border, is what I'm hearing from some of my my regulars that come in. And Walker's got his X Factor on, and we got him in the return game to try to freight train the opponent. Hey, you got the keen eye going, Mike. You're drawing some walk. Yeah, the other day I was doing the Now or Later challenges to, you know, get those packs for next year's release, or this coming season's release. And man, just every pitch that came out of the hand, Mike, I felt like I needed to swing at it. So that'll take me a few weeks to get out of that habit. Oh, here comes the ball. It doesn't matter if it's over my player's head. Let's swing. Got one timeout. Would like to get a chunk and at least get field goal range if I can. Yeah, I was throwing it where he was using. He was on that play. Goals to get better. Your timing's all off for Mike. I think we got a free play here. He drops the interception. The would-be interception. Lights are just doing whatever they want. They're shutting off and turning themselves back on now. Definitely fingers crossed. Lumia stream dials in for tomorrow's next live game and stream session. Rashid Shaheed getting the first down. I think I'll let it run down, kick the field goal here. Could have snapped it right away, try to get one more play, but then if I get tackled in bounds, I won't get the field goal off. Swing decisions coming up next for Mike. Advantage to the guys that play the game 12 months out of the year. Not really good in the accuracy meter, but we'll knock it in. Love the morning streams. You're working afternoon and evenings for Windsor. Yeah, I keep trying to get on earlier, but it seems like one thing or another always prevents me from getting live like at 7 o'clock even. Need to be on when people are starting their day, and then hopefully have a long stream with a lot of engagement. Oh, buddy's hitting me with a scum kick. Typical Niner fan, am I right? No, just kidding to the good Niner buddies, but yeah, not a fan of the scum kick stuff in the game. See, Mike says, good timing on 87 mile an hour fastballs just to hit into the double play you're on top of. So I have conservative ball carrier on because I'm looking to run a lot with the Walker card. Ryder on top says, his relatives are Packer fans. Ryder, you may have told me before, how'd you end up being a Bears fan with your relatives liking the Packers? Mike can't get a hit in his Road to the Show high school portion. Dad was always a Bears fan, so you rolled with your dad's alignment on NFL. Just took after your dad. Took after your paw, right? Since we're talking about the Bears. Sorry. Bad dad joke for me. Yeah, I was waiting for Rashid to get open. His coverage was good. We're going to go for it here. And huge play incoming. He's going Sam Will Blitz, right? And that's usually a play you can kind of cook with those out-breaking routes. But he must be making some defensive adjustments pre-snap. Raider fan. Family full of Niner fans for Windsor. Well, nobody's open. Sam Darnold, is he open? Come on, Sam. Nope, he's not going to get past Cam Newton. Bummer. Sam got 90% of what we needed there, but not all of it. Could be a final possession game after that stop. We'll see. Of course, want to get our own takeaway here. Speaking of scrambling quarterbacks, here goes Steve Young. Mike's lucky to get into D3 the way his high school portion of Road to the Show treated him. Yep, Sammy's wills were a little flat. There's Walker activated, trying to clog up the run lane. He just direct snapped it to him. Mike's going to Fullerton, maybe. Oh, I thought he was going to go to Walker out of the backfield on the Texas route. Doesn't matter. He's got a different receiver open. Not letting me sub out here. And that'll work out for us. We'll drop him for a loss. For now. We'll sub in Wagner. See how he looks. Oh, I thought I had... thought it was Imawari was a step ahead, but he's able to lead it in there, and it's a good catch for Arroyo. Bummer. Bummer for me. Nice play for him. Well, see if our offense is up to the task. Yeah, he's got that little sideways spot, right? And it's working out for him. Shahid will get 5 yards away from our goal line. But I was trying to click on and move over. Didn't work out. See, Mike's probably going straight to Major League Baseball. Fullerton must be desperate to try to get Mike from high school, he says. Not much for Sam. Oh, UCLA wants you. I know you've always dreamed of being a Bruin. Just kidding, Mike. It's not a Bruin buddy there. And Shahid, I took too long to recognize his openness. Gets popped by Fred Warner and need something good here. Can't wait to play at the baseball field that locked him out. And JSN wanted it more for the first down conversion. Plus the Dodgers drafted, Mike's going to the minors. And Walker hits the seam, and I think he's gone. Wish that was in game with 4 seconds and not into the third quarter. But he's got to be a little ticked off. I got the double receiver pass on him. Let's see. KT Corky, welcome in. Thanks for following. KT, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Lights are acting up a little bit today. Let's see, Dirk's favorite all time for KT. Mike's going to commit to Fullerton. He was drafted by your second team, the Padres. He'll go ahead and go to the minors instead. Dirk seems like he's loving life, too. I see that he pops up occasionally with his niece, I think, on TikToks and stuff in his post-playing career. No, he hasn't been really happy with the Mavericks, but probably how a lot of Maverick fans feel, too. I need to sub back in Wagner as my off-ball linebacker. I think I got Thomas default sub linebacker. Maybe Bobby make a play for us. And there's Bobby coming in on the tackle on Kenneth Walker. Mike says, I forget that almost the entire Padres minor league system is in Texas. Yeah, it's interesting that they have it set up that way. Must have been a reason at the time they set it up for being out in Texas. Let's chew in some clock here with Steve Young. It's an RPO, and he's going to get a Royal for the first down. AA ball is in San Antonio. AAA is in El Paso. Angels AA is Alabama. AAA is in Salt Lake. You think you wouldn't want your minor league systems your affiliates too far from your major league club. At least when your team's at home, you might be able to get a guy in, kind of quickly. you know, travel-wise, but maybe that's not as much of a consideration now as it would have been 30, 40 years ago either. And he's got Brown for 9. Salt Lake just got the brand new stadium as well. That little clear out play works pretty well for my opponent. And Walker, we get him behind the line for a single yard loss. Trying to mix up the play call in here late. Hopefully get a mistake out of our competition. Been a good game. Yeah, I could see him opening up. I was hoping the pass pressure would get to Young before Rice got more extension there against the defense. But yeah, Young to Rice, I mean, that was a good combo back in the day. I was looking for that play, but he ran it the opposite way. The little kind of delayed toss there. Yeah, the Texas State flag on the sleeve of the jerseys. Those Texans sure do love the state pride, says Mike. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? Including the state pride. Okay, so he's looking for the touchdown. Probably expecting me to take my timeouts here. I think I'll wait for a second, see if we can finesse a mistake. At least that's my hope. And we'll get a sack on Young, so here we go. Mike has 50 contact across the board. Surely he'll get a hit. Win or go home game here. Win this one, we go in the playoffs. If we don't, oh well, it was a good legend season. He's got Rice on the outbreaking route, and he's into the end zone. Only 11 seconds remains. Bomber. Rice was a huge factor. I'm assuming he has the LTD Rice, considering how fast he was. All right, so 28-24. Another thing broken about this game, you're drafted 10th round, you're playing somehow in the top 100 without playing a game. Need the most Donnie clutch play ever. Already showed the double mountain pass. I don't know what to go for here, Windsor. Need that to go into the end zone. It will. So we will start at the 20. We need 80 yards. Middle of the field's open, obviously. Since we got all 3 timeouts. Good thing I held on to those timeouts, but I was hoping to get him to mess up, expecting me to burn my timeouts the way he was trying to chew clock there. And that's a good job from him. I was looking at JSN, and once I couldn't get it to Jackson, at least off the initial read, I thought, let me try to jam it into the back receiver. And he dropped in and cut off the route. Well, good game. Not the game I wanted, though. Hey, Niner fans got to get a win somehow. Can't get it on the real life field. But almost had him. He played well. Especially considering we had the early takeaway off of Young. Why is he throwing the ball here? I guess because he can get a touchdown, but he missed it. Would have been sweet to pick 6 him or something crazy. Let's see. First swing was late on 97. Couldn't be a rough season, says Mike. You're doing the right thing, Mike. You're getting the timing back on the show. All right, so let's see what we get from our packs, and let's raid our pack out somewhere on Twitch. Should be on actually tomorrow. I'll probably be tied up. Should be on every single day the rest of the week besides tomorrow. Had last Tuesday where I didn't have to do anything, so I thought today could be similar, or tomorrow would be similar. But yeah, thinking about it, probably will be tied up a bit. Hey, 24,000 coins, not bad. Yeah, pick 6 would have been sweet. Exactly. No way we lost to that guy. Hey, Nats fan, we're catching you at the end. Truckin', we're catching you at the end, dude. Sorry. Love you guys. Well, shout out Truckin' here. Well, if my keyboard would play along. Truckin', hope you had a great weekend. I was happy to see you made it into the YouTube stream yesterday. We're going to take it to Las Vegas. My beloved A's are going to Vegas, and now we're going to Vegas. No way, we got a Chaotic Monkey resub. Hold on. Let's open a pack for Chaotic Monkey. Monkey, how are you, dude? Maybe you guys were waiting for me to try to clutch out that game, which obviously didn't happen. But shoot, I'm sorry, guys. All the friends are here now. We got Nats fan here, we got Truck in here, got Chaotic here, right at the end of the stream. But hope you all had a great day. Let's open a quick pack for Chaotic. I should be on Wednesday to entertain everybody. At least that's the intention. Calculated says Nats fan. Jordan Love, because we know Chaotic Monkey loves to see him. Kool-Aid McKinstry, maybe the best nickname in the NFL right now. Rising Star. And then we got T-Law. Trevor Lawrence, maybe the best hair in the league. Surprised he hasn't got the Head and Shoulders deal like, what's his face? Paulo Malu had with Head and Shoulders. Mason Edits, thanks for jumping in. Can you play 2 vs 2 with me? Unfortunately, you can't. I'm in the stream. I'm going to go eat, Mason. You can next stream, though. Be sure to follow Daniel Freak everywhere, and I'll see you guys real soon. Appreciate you, fellas. Hopefully we get to chat.